All right. Well, here we go. These are going to be my picks for the 84th Annual Academy Awards, which will be airing tonight on ABC. And I'm expecting it to be a pretty good show, being that Billy Crystal is back as being the host, so it should be fun and entertaining. I'll make this as quick as possible. I'm not going to read off all of the nominees for every category, just the ones that you're familiar with. I don't think that everybody's interested in knowing, all the foreign language, nominees and everything else. So I'll just go ahead and state, the one that I'm going with and whatnot. And then you guys can compare, if you guys watch the show or whatnot, let me know what you think. Subscribe up top or, or wherever it is, here. I don't know. They keep changing it seems like. But leave your comments at the bottom if you like. So, without a further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. For Best Original Screenplay, I picked Midnight in Paris. For Original Score, I have Hugo. For Adapted Screenplay, I have Moneyball. For Best Makeup, I have Iron Lady. For Best Visual Effects, I have Hugo. For Foreign Language Film, A Separation, which is from Iran. For sound mixing, I picked Warhorse. For sound editing, I picked Warhorse. For film editing, I picked Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. All right, for documentary short, I picked The Tsunami and The Cherry Blossom. For sound editing, I picked Warhorse. For a live action short film, I picked The Shore. For documentary feature, I picked Undefeated. For animated short film, and this one is on YouTube. So if you have the time, take the time to see this. It's quite amazing. And it's about 15 minutes long. It's the longest out of all of the nominees. But for 15 minutes, great stuff. It's called The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore. Excellent. Can't go wrong. Be a good 15 minutes spent. For original song, I picked the Muppets, and I got a friend of mine that's actually boycotting the show due to the fact that the Muppets are not going to be performing tonight. So, be that as it may, I still picked the song. For costume design, I have The Artist. For cinematography, I have Hugo. For art direction, I have Midnight in Paris, which was a great movie. For animated feature, I have Rango. All right, so let's get to the big ones here. For best supporting actress, the nominees. I'll read out the nominees for the big ones. We have Berenice Bejo in The Artist, she had a great performance. Jessica Chastain in The Help. Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids. Janet McTeer in Albert Nobbs, and Octavia Spencer in The Help. This one was kind of tough because all of them I thought that they were really good, but I went with the favorite in this one, and Octavia Spencer in The Help. For best supporting actor, again, tough category. I kind of narrowed it down to 2 or 3, and I'll let you know my pick here. For best supporting actor, it was Kenneth Branagh in My Week with Marilyn, Jonah Hill in Moneyball, Nick Nolte in Warrior, Christopher Plummer in Beginners, and Max von Sydow in Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. I chose Christopher Plummer in Beginners in that one. For best actor, Damian Bashir in A Better Life, which was an excellent film and an excellent performance by him. George Clooney in The Descendants. Jean Dujardin in The Artist. Gary Oldman in Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. And Brad Pitt in Moneyball. Again, tough category. All of them great performances. I narrowed it down to George Clooney and Jean Dujardin. And I took Jean Dujardin in The Artist. For Best Actress, Glenn Close in Albert Nobbs, Viola Davis in The Help, Rooney Mara in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Meryl Streep in The Iron Lady, and Michelle Williams in My Week with Marilyn. I I narrowed it down to, well, this one was another tough category. You know, they all were this year. I took Meryl Streep in The Iron Lady. I feel that she's due, and she did a really wonderful job in playing Margaret Thatcher in that film. Best director, there was a lot of good directors this year. We had Woody Allen, Martin Scorsese, Terrence Malick in Tree of Life. The films that were nominated were The Artist, The Descendants, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, and The Tree of Life. And I chose the director for The Artist. I'm not going to try to say his name because it's not easy to say, and I don't want to do it a disjustice. So just say the director, whoever directed The Artist, that's the one I got. And finally, for the big one, there were 9 Best Picture nominees this year. The titles were The Artist, The Descendants, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, The Help, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, Tree of Life, and Warhorse. And yes, I have seen all 9 of these. And well, there were some in there that I didn't think that deserved to be nominated for Best Picture, but you'll get that when you spread it out to 9. For instance, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. While it was a good movie, I didn't think that was Best Picture quality. The same could be said for Tree of Life. I thought that was just too out there for it to be nominated for Best Picture. I mean, it was a decent movie and all, but just a little bit too far out there for my liking. I narrowed it down to The Artist and Moneyball. Again, tough choice here, but I went with The Artist. I think Moneyball does have a chance to win this, but I decided to go ahead and go with The Artist. And I think The Artist is going to be the big winner at this year's Academy Awards. Again, let me know what you think down below. Subscribe up above if you like. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I expect to be doing a movie review for the movie Act of Valor, which I just saw this afternoon. And, well, I hope you tune in for that, and I hope you enjoy my channel. And until the next time, have a good one.